Hello everybody, it's your Peacekeeper coming at you with another epic battle replay. In this battle replay, we are breaking out the Shimakaze once again to show how it's done. Also, because, well, I have a feeling we're getting close to those new IJN DD, and I really wanted to take this ship out again just to refresh my memory as to exactly why I like these ships the way they are now. And as you can see, I had Captain Vermicelli from Shoot the Red Ships and Zero Letdown, who is a member of Poseidon Syndicate and a watcher of my YouTube channel. You know, they were on my team, and you know, there's some pretty funny moments in here with Vermicelli and his epic, I don't know if you want to call it a recovery or what you want to call it, but it was pretty funny the way it all worked out. He ends up getting himself stuck in like a really bad position and ends up coming out of it with, well, he gets a lot of scratches, but he ends up surviving for quite a long time, probably longer than he should have. But this game, go ahead, it starts off a bit slow, I'll just be honest with you. We're going to head up to 3. This is the Atlantic, this is Bastion mode, and I like playing around in 3. There's a lot of islands to really ambush other ships, and, well, that just plays to the strong suits of the Shimakaze, because you can shut down channels. And yes, there is an argument going on about Ken Kole the game. And of course, I'm trolling Yuigama Yui here bad. But, anyway, yeah, the new Japanese destroyers, if you've looked into any of the other popular YouTubers, the other community contributors, you'll notice that a lot of them have decided to go ahead and put videos out. I believe they have had their NDA restriction lifted on these ships, which is good for them. Just looking at the preliminary stats, there's definitely some changes being made to a number of them. Shimakaze is getting the downward tweak that it has needed for a very long time. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people. It doesn't make me happy either that Shimakaze isn't going to be the Tier 5 Seal Clubber it once was. But who knows, maybe it will be. I mean, we don't honestly know. And I think out of all of them, iChase was the only one that actually took the time to actually play them. And he had overall some pretty good things to say about them. So if iChase thinks they're going to be okay, I think we'll all be alright. And I really look forward to it, truth be told. Simply because it's nice to have some of, well, this line in general tweaked so that it fits better into the current meta. Now, I also understand fully that there are people who enjoy the current meta of, you'll never see me, I'll just spam torps from max range. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Well, obviously that's not working out because the stats, as I pointed out in my Is It Balanced video, in the high tiers just don't mesh up very well. And truthfully, if you ask me, I think a large part of that is a problem within the player base and their desire to sit back and launch torps at max range, as opposed to playing these ships to all of their strengths. And they do currently have some pretty good guns in terms of high HE alpha. Now, I don't mean good in the sense that, you know, you can solo a Khabarovsk and a Shimakaze. I mean, you could if that cab player was just an absolute scrub, but what I was getting at more or less has to do with the guns themselves aren't useless. Alright, so we've launched our first set of torps out of Montana. We've got a Des Moines over here. I was going to start shooting at him. I thought he might be AFK, but he ends up not being. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to duck out of this situation, even though I've got support coming behind me. We're the only 3 ships up here. And, well, let's not tempt fate, shall we? So we're gonna go. We start this turnaround, and well, the Des Moines gets a wild hair up his butt, and you'll see it pop up here in a minute. Apparently, he was pissed that he. There it is. Okay, so he's popped radar for some reason. Has popped radar. This kind of puts you in a, well, puts me in a weird position because I can't go to my left because then the Des Moines will be able to shoot at me. And if I can't go right because there's a whole friggin' fleet of enemy battleships there. And there's a Zao on the other end of that. So we're just going to wiggle and run away, and as we get a little bit further away here, we're going to pop smoke, even though with the radar up it doesn't do anything. His radar is going to be close to being on its cooldown. There's the smoke. And with the... Oop, one shell goes by. Missed me! And now we can sit here and we can sit and smoke. And he misses again. Now he's completely wasted his radar. And that is a perfect example of how not to use the radar on a cruiser. I would have waited until I saw smoke or until I was closer to the cap so that my radar would overlap throughout the whole cap. And I certainly wouldn't be sitting stationary anywhere near a fort or anywhere near a Zao or another Des Moines, let alone broadside to one of them. Got the Satsuharu that pokes up, and I beached myself. I was thinking that I might be able to get some torps off and, well, kind of derped into the island there. And miss me! So far, Shimakaze is showing how, you know, lucky she is. And, of course, we're going to beach ourselves again just for good measure, because who doesn't like beaching ourselves multiple times? Now, I was really hoping this Montana, I'd be able to get a set of torps off on him before he gets, you know, too far, but something happened and it stopped accepting my rudder inputs momentarily, but that's okay. You know, we wouldn't have been able to get torpedoes off on him anyway, at least none that would have hit. So we'll do the next best thing. We got smoke between us. We'll take a pot shot. I'm detected. By what? Well, you won't see it, but I'm sure it's that Hatsuharu. Yep, there he is. He just popped up on the minimap. That's alright. We're far enough away here that we can go ahead and we can start engaging stuff. We aren't going to take too many hit points. Plus, what's spotting me isn't going to be able to spot me forever. Also, if you look at the minimap, it looks like the Montana is going to come through this channel, so perfect. This will give me the perfect opportunity to, you know, shut down a channel. Unfortunately, as soon as I zoom in here, I'm going to find out that this wasn't a smart idea. You can see Vermicelli is moving there to the north, and I'm telling him on TeamSpeak, you need to come back south. So you can see the Montana's going to end up beaching himself. Man, am I frustrated as heck about that, because those were going to be pretty good torpedo load, in my opinion. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to dodge that, and this Montana would have been out of the fight early. Of course, Vermicelli's up there. Just watch what happens, because we got a Zao and a Des Moines that go up there. And, well, just watch him, because watch the minimap. It's just funny, because he gets himself up in those rocks up there, and he's able to get out of that somehow. I have no idea. Meanwhile, we're going to use our stealth firing capability in the Shimakaze, and we're going to shoot from stealth. That way we can't be seen, and we're going to get some more damage in. And like I said, this game starts off really slow, and it's really one torpedo salvo that turns this from being a kind of lackluster game into, oh my goodness, about 145,000 damage, if I remember correctly. So there's Vermi. He's up there in the rocks. Can't see anything, which is what he's telling me on TeamSpeak. There's also a battleship up there. I have no idea how he manages to pull this off. I think what happened is he stayed where he was at long enough for them to forget or even not even realize that he was there, and he's able to sneak around the backside of this island. I honestly have no idea. I would kill to have his have video from his perspective. So here we are. We're going to set up another torpedo attack on this Montana. There's an Amagi right there too. Got a North Carolina. If the North Carolina stops, he's going to eat a bunch of torps. Is the Amagi going to come around? Yeah, he's coming over. So we'll go ahead and we'll launch all of these torpedoes, and, well, we'll continue to stealth fire. Now, I thought the Montana was going to turn out and come towards me, which, you know, would be exactly my luck. the way this day has gone with regards to torpedoes and stats, but he rewards me with, well, probably the dumbest thing he could possibly ever do. Now, he doesn't know those torpedoes are coming, so it's not his fault. I'm also hoping that maybe this Amagi will get caught in there, too. Wishing you goodbye, Montana. You're done. You are very, very done. You turned way too late to dodge those torps. And that's a perfect example of how you can set up torps to shut down a channel. And we're going to get 2 more on the Amagi there. But this is a perfect example of how you can use the torpedoes on Shimakaze to go ahead and make them so that they can't avoid them. I mean, sure, it'd be possible for him... There's Vermicelli. It'd be possible for him to, you know, turn and miss the entire salvo, but realistically that didn't happen. So Vermicelli is still alive. He managed to sneak down from that whole thing. He took a healthy amount of damage, but you know, he's still in this fight. He got some torpedoes out on this Amagi. And he's gonna get the kill for the Amagi, if I remember correctly. There it is! So Vermicelli just taking advantage of everybody else's hard work here. And then, unfortunately, he beaches himself, or not beaches himself, he gets taken out by a fort, or somebody steals the kill from the fort, I think. Yeah. Well, alright. We got a Des Moines here in the cap. We don't want to go into the cap just yet, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to launch some torpedoes at this Yamato and see if we can't get some hits on him. And if that Des Moines keeps going, we might get some hits on him, too. And we'll go ahead and start our cap. I have no idea if that Des Moines has his radar or not. We'll go ahead and we'll taunt him. I was trying to bait it out of him to see if I couldn't get him to use it, but apparently he's either used it or is ignoring it. I don't know. I also don't know if he sees those torpedoes or not. Unfortunately, I don't have any smoke for this Yamato. If I did, I would have given it to him. Looks like our torpedoes are running hot straight normal to that Yamato, and look, we should get a couple here. And just the, you know, the number of overlapping salvos of torpedoes there is enough to make it so there's 1, there's 2. Make it so that we have 2 torpedo hits on the Yamato. Now he's burned his repair, and that means any fires we start on him are going to tick, 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 tick. Well, we'll traverse our turrets again. Let the Yamato know that I've got smoke coming in 45 seconds. Of course, he's going to be dead before that even matters, so... well... at least we can say we offered. Get a couple more gun hits in here, because this is almost over. 957 points to 407. Got a lead. Ooh. Almost ate an 18-inch shell there, Shimakaze. Good dodge, good dodge. If Congo was here, she'd say Zekamashi. Alright. Well, as you can see, I really feel quite good about the way that the Japanese destroyers are right now, and I'm curious to see how these new ships play. And obviously you guys will be coming along with it when it happens, because I'm going to be doing the How to Play series on them. And those will be coming up shortly after we finish the Royal Navy cruiser line. So, soon we'll get to see them, whenever they decide to come out. I'm assuming they're coming out sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. That makes sense. 142,922 damage, 1,509 base XP. Top of the team, but not a whole lot. And there's the credits. But anyway, I'm your Peacekeeper. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.